Thank you, sir. I now request Shri Pranab Mukherjee, the Honorable President of India, to address the convocation.
Good evening. Dr. D.Y. Patil, Honorable Governor, Bihar, Sri Nitish Kumar, Distinguished Chief Minister of the State of Bihar, Sri Ajay Chaudhary, Chairman, Board of Governors, Indian Institute of Technology, Patna, Professor Anil Bhaumik, Director, Indian Institute of Technology, Patna, three distinguished academic award recipients, Dr. Kasturi Rangan, Dr. Ratan Kumar Sinha, and Professor C.N. Rao in absentia. Distinguished members of the faculty of IIT, beloved students, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a privilege for me to be present in the second convocation of IIT Patna. It was founded 5 years back. Honorable Chief Minister has explained in details the circumstances which led to the establishment of this very distinguished institution in Patna. As the second batch of 89 students is conferred the B.Tech degrees, PhDs, the institute should take pride on crossing yet another significant milestone since its inception. I congratulate the management and the faculty whose undivided attention and profound dedication towards nurturing this institute in its nascent stage has been crucial for the academic program to flourish. I am glad to know that IIT Patna has expanded its academic program both in the undergraduates and postgraduate levels in a significant way. Engineers, technologists, and scientists play a pivotal role in the growth of a nation and building of it. Since their inception in the late 50s, the IIT system of India has contributed immensely to the growth of our nation by providing world-class technologies. On this day, I am glad to see IIT Patna keeping up with the high standards of IIT tradition. Dear students, distinguished guests, convocation is an important milestone not only in the life of a student but also in the life of an institution. It is a day that every student looks forward to with the utmost enthusiasm and optimism. This day authorizes a graduating student to start a new journey which would test his vitality, commitment, and upward mobility. I congratulate all of you who have received their degrees today. I am happy to note that IIT Patna has laid considerable emphasis on research and development activities. Over the past 5 years, excellent infrastructure facilities for research activities have been established. This indeed reflects in the quality and quantity of publications from your institute. Visitors from around the world come to IIT Patna and spend their valuable time interacting with the faculty members and the students. Number of national and international conferences and workshops are also held and being organized at IIT Patna. I am sure you will expand your activities to various other areas. A renewed focus by our engineering institutions towards courses of entrepreneurship is essential for the progress of our nation. One should not only be a job seeker, but also should be a job provider. It is perhaps a kind of commitment to oneself, to one's abilities, to one's persistence, and of course, to one's performance. I am glad to know that IIT Patna is conducting intensive course on entrepreneurship in its undergraduate students and is proactively nurturing their creativity in a dedicated innovation center. In times to come, it should leverage this opportunity and design engineering programs in a manner that will become a model for others to emulate. Distinguished members of the faculties, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I feel sad, and I am repeating it almost in my every convocation address, which I have undertaken for the last 1 year, that when I find that international rating of the universities of the world, I find that among the 200 top-grade world universities, not a single Indian institution finds its place. I have mentioned umpteen number of times. That was not the situation. The place from where I am speaking, as the chairman of the Board of Governors have pointed out, this was the land of Chanakya, Kautilya, Emperor Ashoka, whose reign is considered by Toynbee as the brightest interlude in the troubled history of mankind, who created a cliché for him, not as the conqueror of the Kalinga War, but when he converted himself from Chandashok to Dharmashok, from conqueror to a missionary and a visionary. It is also the land of Nalanda. The point which I am trying to drive at, almost 1500 years from 300 BC to 12th century AD when Nalanda was destroyed, India led the world scenario in the higher education. Not only Nalanda, Vikramshila, which is also located here in Bihar, Odanpuri, Sombihar, series of universities attracted the students, scholars, researchers from far and abroad. Takshashila was the confluence of three civilizations, Indian, Greek, Persian, and Judaism. Therefore, we must get back our lost place as a leader of the higher education. It is possible for us. We have excellent faculty members. We have bright academicians. We have talented students. I can just mention to you only 3 names Dr. Amartya Sen, Dr. Chandrasekhar, Dr. Hargobind Singh Khurana, who were graduated from Indian University, one from Calcutta, one from Madras, one from Punjab. All three obtained Nobel Prize in different fields in contemporary period. But not a single Indian scholar in an Indian university did not get Nobel Prize doing original research work in Indian university after Dr. C.V. Raman in 1930s. We had to wait for almost 80 years, more than 80 years. We should not wait any longer. Because we have talent. We have excellent faculty members. Physical expansions have taken place over the years, especially during the 12th five-year plan. There has been tremendous physical expansions. When I am speaking before you, just at this moment 659 degree-giving institutions are there. More than 33,000 degree colleges are there. More than 1,86 lakh students are enrolled in the higher education. Though compared to Germany or America, USA, percentage-wise it is less, but numerically it is substantial. Therefore, what is required now? We must improve our quality and we must adopt the technological solutions which are available. I am glad that Patna IIT is linked with National Knowledge Network. More than often we hear complaint about the shortage of faculty. Yes, almost every central universities. I had the privilege of looking into the functioning of the central universities, IITs and NITs, because ex officio I am the visitor. Every act creating these institutions have entrusted the responsibility of being visited to the President of the Republic. And I take interest in it. And I find that 35 to 40% vacancies are there in most of our higher academic institutions, especially the central universities, not to speak of the state universities. But to some extent we can get it compensated by resorting to the technological solution through innovation. Because today the best teacher's lecture could be transmitted electronically, and there has been a tremendous improvement, those who have taken this opportunity. E-classroom, internet, mobile telephone, e-medicine have almost revolutionized the life of our society and also the individuals. Therefore, a brilliant professor teaching in a faraway university, we can make available his lecture, his teaching to our students. The second suggestion, most respectfully, I would like to submit for the considerations of the distinguished faculty members and the management. You have already started. You are doing so, I congratulate you. We must emphasize on research and innovation. When I look at just in the 10-15 years, within a short campus of 20 years, a large number of developing countries have emerged as powerful emerging economy. How it has been possible? It It has been possible through technology, through innovation, through intensive expenses on research and development. We shall have to emphasize on it. In India, only 10 out of 1 lakh applications, patents are filed here, much less compared to most of the industrially advanced countries. And here I would urge upon not only the academic institutions, the governments at the state and the center, but the private corporate sector must come forward for making huge investment in the research and development. I can share a story with you, ladies and gentlemen. It was in the 1870s. Bismarck was the Chancellor of Germany, great unifier of German Empire. He was Chancellor. During his regime, industrial revolution took place in Germany. When he visited one research laboratory, he asked a teacher that what is your rate of success? The researcher replied, Chancellor, it may be 1 out of 100. Sometimes it may be 1 out of 150. Bismarck remarked, such a huge wastage of resources, money. Reply came, don't worry, Chancellor. One which I will succeed will bring you 10-folds of the resources which you are spending here, which you are investing here. Therefore, we did not be too much worried. Yes, resources are to be deployed wisely, but at the same time we shall have to keep in mind, unless massive investment we make in research and development, eradication of poverty, to take the economy of 125 crores plus people to the high table of the international community would not be very easy. The third point on which I would like to draw the attention of this very distinguished gathering, sometimes we want to desire to live in ourselves. But nowadays we shall have to look outward. I have carefully studied. When I am going abroad, I am taking the Vice Chancellors. In my last trip, I had the privilege of being accompanied by Chairman UGC and Vice Chancellors of 4 distinguished universities of India. They entered into a memorandum of understanding with various internationally important universities. Many of you are doing that. The short point which I am trying to drive at, please carefully study the points which the international rating agencies emphasize on the availability in the institutions to give them higher grade. One, of course, is the standard of education. Another important factor is the exposure to the international community, internationalization. Third aspect is research and development. Therefore, if we be little careful, I am glad that some of the IITs, NITs and central universities are doing so. They should come forward. And then I have no doubt that in the next couple of years, many of the IITs like yours, many of the universities of India would find their rightful place. And we shall not have to strain our eyes to find the name of an Indian university in the serial of 496 or 581. We will find them in the first 10, 20 or 30. I have no doubt, because we have talent, we have excellent faculties, we have bright students. What is required to put them in the proper coordinated functioning. Dear students, as I mentioned in my observations at the beginning, this is a momentous occasion for you. You are leaving the portal of your dear alma mater. So long you are cared, you are nurtured, you are guided by very distinguished members of the faculty. You feel assured that I have a helping hand. Tomorrow onwards, you shall have to face the harsh competitive world. But be not scared. You need not be nervous, because the skill which has been injected in you, the knowledge which has been imparted to you by your distinguished teachers, the confidence which has been injected in you, that will do good for you to face the challenges, wave of challenges which you will face in the world. I am glad that all the IIT products of India are in high demand. But I am not merely talking of building up your bright career with high salaries, good perks, comfortable life. Surely, those are important, but much more important is the institutions which have brought you up, the society which has invested in you. You cannot and you should not forget your society which has built you up, the institution which has built you up. MIT, Harvard, all the top class universities of the world, substantially they have been built up by their ex-students. Each and every individual student feels pride in its alma mater, in its institutions. Whenever I get the opportunity, I go to my village school which has taught me. Not a very palatial building, not a very magnificent architecture. When I studied, it was just the thatched house, not even brick of mortar. Today some buildings have been constructed, that's different. But there is an attraction, there is a feeling, there is a bondage. Inculcate that bondage. And if all the ex-students, they have respect, bondage for their alma mater, I have no doubt that they can be built up. You can not only provide your knowledge, expertise, which you will gather over the years, you can help them in many more ways. Please always remember the advice of Mahatma Gandhi when he said, it was a very beautiful observation he made, a small body, I quote, a small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history, unquote. You can alter the course of history. You can bring back the old glorious history of Pataliputra, Nalanda, Vikramshila. You have the capacity. As an old man, my wishes to you, go ahead, march ahead, whole world is for you, and I have no doubt you will conquer it by your knowledge, by your wisdom, by your expertise. I wish you all success. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the patience.